beginnings about creating, because you are creators, right? Through the way we think, the way we feel, the way we talk. We are constantly creating. So let's take a look at nature. Nature is our story. It gives us the story of how to evolve, right? By the seeds that are planted, we make those choices. It is our choice to decide what we're going to plant in our garden, in our reality, in our life. So most of you here understand that concept of us being creators, right? Anybody that doesn't? Because I want to make sure that there's an understanding here about that. That we are responsible to ourselves. That we are accountable to ourselves. That we create our reality. So we're going to look today about how we can go about doing that. Some steps we can take to help assist us in that. And I just want to stop again and just look at the nature of planting something. When you make a choice to plant something in your life, and it starts to show up, what if it doesn't show up the way you think that it should show up? She uses in her book, which we're still using, the You Can Heal Your Life book today from Louise L. I'm going to finish that book up today. But she uses a tomato plant. When you plant that seed and it starts to come up, you've been watering it, you've been fertilizing it and nurturing it, and it comes up. But it doesn't look like a tomato plant, does it? So what are you going to do? You're going to stomp it back down? Well, that's not a tomato plant. But that's what we do, isn't it? When things start to come up that we have invited in for us to learn, to create, and it doesn't look or feel the way we think it should, we repress it. We push it down, right? We cover it up with whatever we can cover. That's how we got all these layers and all this stuff in front of our hearts. Because that's what we've been doing. Okay? So what if we got to a place where we understood what it is to grow something within us? What does it take? It takes patience, right? Being kind and loving to ourselves, nurturing ourselves, watering ourselves, giving us the fertilizer we need to eat, to nurture our bodies. All these things that we do just like a plant. And then what happens when the weeds start coming up? Hopefully we're able to pull them up, to release them, to get rid of them. Because the more weeds that we eliminate, the more fertile our soil will be. The more nourishment it's going to get from the plant itself, right? So that's the same in life. If you ever have questions about life and how to work through your life, look at nature. It will give you all the answers you could ever desire. So there's some things that we need to first understand. That every experience that you have is perfect for your growth. No matter how bad it feels, how it looks, you have come here and you have invited everything into this lifetime for you to have an experience, to grow, to learn, to evolve. But when we look out here and label it bad or good, we've missed the opportunity. Because if it's bad, we're not even going to look at it, right? We're just going to ignore it. But here, we don't do that, do we? When it comes up, it has come up because it is acquiring our attention. It's coming up to say, look at me, I'm here for you to address. And you're either going to do it now, or you're going to do it later, or you're not going to do it at all, and you're probably going to feel life has been against you all the time, has suffering, has pain. But you're the only one that can choose to change it. So this is a concept that we want to change the programming that we already have in our subconscious mind from our past and from all the teachers we've had that are not understanding the laws of the universe. That every experience is perfect for my growth. The law of experience, that's what it says, is perfect, always. Another concept we want to understand is everything is a reflection of your relationship with your inner being. So if you are not liking what you see out here, the only place you're going to find the answer to that is in here. Because whatever's going on out here is just a reflection of what is going on within your own being. That's a law. That's how it works, right? So if you are upset or angry at what you're seeing out here, the only place you're going to find it and heal from it is within here. And everything in life is a relationship. With money, with nature, with transportation, with people, every single thing you do in your life, you are having a relationship with it. So whatever relationship you're having with it, it is a reflection of the relationship that you're having with yourself. Right? Make sense? Maybe we don't like that, but it is the truth. It is the truth. So we're going to do some mirror work. And I can't even begin to express the importance of mirror work. Because most of the time, if you're out here and you're trying to go within, you're not going to feel a resistance as you will with mirror work. And remember, last week was about resistance. And what does resistance mean? Does anyone remember?
Showing up for you to pay attention to.
Exactly.
Whatever you resist persists.
Yes. And if you're resisting something, that's the exact thing you need to work on. That's why you're resisting it. Make sense? So when you're looking in a mirror and you look down deep into your eyes, you're going to feel what you're resisting. You're going to know pretty right on. Because it's going to be right there reflecting back to you. So mirror work is very, very, very important. If you don't really know what's going on inside you, but you know something needs to be addressed, pick that mirror up and look into yourself. It will change what you will receive. Okay? So the first intention we're going to sit today with our mirror work is today I am willing to see how and where I need to change. The word willing. Now I know some people aren't willing yet to do this. That's okay. Don't feel that it's not okay to do this work. When you are ready, or when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you're going to do something. You're going to get motivated. Maybe relationships are breaking up in your life. Something is going to bring you to your knees, so to say, that will give you that motivation to become willing. We're all aware, so we don't have to go through the first stage of awareness. You're all wide awake. So now you have to acquire the willingness. It is that decision you make each and every day. That's all life is. It's just one decision after the other, one choice after the other, one experience after the other. And guess what? You all are the creator of that. So we want to become willing. So let's take our mirrors and your journals. Like I said, if you're not ready to do this, it's okay. But we want the opportunity here to do the work if you so choose. So let's look in our mirrors and look into your eyes. Instead of picking that mirror up and starting judgment immediately, which is what we're programmed to do, right? To see all that's not right with us. But we want to see what is right. We want to see the truth down here, deep inside of us, who and what we are. So you're going to look into the mirror, and I invite you to say to yourself, I am willing to change.
I am willing to change.
Now I would like for you to put your hand on your throat, because the throat chakra is where change occurs. So we say, I am willing to change. Let's say that 3 times. I am willing to change. I am willing to change. I am willing to change. Now I want you to pay, how are you feeling right now? Is there hesitation?
There has been.
The first time.
There was the first time,
That's what I've been going through this past week.
right?
Yeah.
Hesitation? Yeah.
Willing to change.
Willing to change?
Notice my throat the past 2 days has been releasing.
Yeah?
Of our conversation.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yes. Yeah. So if there's a hesitation or a resistance to it, how many of you felt a resistance or hesitation?
Oh, yeah.
Then this is exactly what is needed for you to address. Because it is in the hesitation and the resistance that is saying, but this is within me that I am not willing to do. Okay? So then this is something that really needs your attention because of the resistance, okay? And the hesitation to it. Okay. So whenever we do anything, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to how it feels in your body. Everything that you feel, everything that you created, it is resonating in your body somewhere, okay? And I mean the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you feel anything that is uncomfortable or that feels tight in your body when you say this, so this time when we do it, I want you to pay attention to your body. Pay very close attention to the body. You put your hand on your throat if you'd like. I am willing to change.
I am willing to change.
I am willing to
I am
change.
willing to change.
I am willing
I am willing to change.
Now, did anybody feel something in the body?
I kind of did it with the lower back.
Okay, the lower back. So,
Didn't that have to do with like emotion?
so in this book, which I've said 1,000 times to you all, this is a book to have because it will help you to find out what's going on. So she has some pressure in her back. So she would pull her book out at this time and she would look at the back. Is it the lower, middle, or upper?
Lower.
Okay, lower back. Fear of money, lack of financial support. And
That makes
we know what's
perfect
going on
sense, yeah.
with you, so yes.
Yeah.
And then you would affirm that, I trust the process of life.
This is right.
All I need is always taken care of.
All
I
need
am
is
safe.
always taken care of by-
I am safe.
Oh, I'm safe.
So that would be your affirmation, okay? Julie?
My esophagus, this unable to swallow kind of thing.
Oh, yes. I think I've looked this up before.
I don't know if it's swallowing or esophagus but it just feels like, oh.
Yeah, you're not swallowing life, you're not. Well, I thought esophagus was in here. But that would probably be your throat, yeah, because that's all part of that. So let's go to throat here. So throat, the cause, probable cause, avenue of expression, channel of creativity. Okay? So your new thought pattern would be, I open my heart and sing the joys of love.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful. Michelle?
I don't know if it's in there, but if you're feeling like non-existent, like stopping in time, almost meditative state, just kind of like neutral, like stopped in time. I don't know if that's one, because it wasn't a certain type of fire. It was just like,
Are you stuck in a pattern, is that what you mean? Or
No.
are you neutral?
I was just
Oh,
like so neutral. I felt like
That's good.
I wasn't even here.
That's good.
Yeah, I would say that's a good thing. Yes. Because it sounds to me like you're more connected inward, you know. You're just kind of in a meditative state of acceptance and love. You're just being. You're just being. You're present. You're in the now. I get that way sometimes, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just being totally present right here, right now. Just relaxing in that moment. It's a good thing. Yeah. You're evolving. It's a very good thing. Okay, so let's move on here. So the next intention is, do you even think that you deserve to have a good life? Do you think that you're deserving of the things in life that you would like to see manifest? If you don't even believe, and this is a belief, and it's a belief that a lot of us struggle with, of feeling that we're worthy and that we're deserving of our highest good. It's a belief that we've carried with us all of our life. So now we have to change that belief. And so knowing that you are worthy of your desires, you have come here to experience those desires and to learn through to get to that place. So we're going to do this now. I deserve to have or be. And I hope you're journaling some of this as you go, because we are going to have our burning bowl. Anything that is coming up for you that you want to release, make sure you put that down so that you can release that in our burning bowl today. So we're going to look again into the mirror. And we're going to say, I deserve to have or be. And what comes to you when you say that?
Prosperous.
So write that down. I deserve to have or be. And I accept it now. Remember, when we want to create something, we always do it in the present tense of I am or I have. I like the I am because it brings in the source of my being.
Very positive affirmation.
Yes. It's a very powerful word. The I am is the Christ consciousness. It aligns us with Jesus Christ, his consciousness, where he had gotten to in his lifetime. It aligns us up to that same consciousness. So once you have what you deserve to be or have, let's say this 3 times. I deserve to have or be
Loved, prosperous, and accepted now.
And I accept it.
now.
I am prosperous.
So let's say yourself 3 times. And you can say it to yourself if you don't want to say it out loud. I deserve to have and be, and I accept it now. I deserve to have and be, and I accept it now. How did that feel? Apparently good. Carly.
Can I just say why we say things 3 times?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
please.
Well, depending on how you were raised or your belief, it's the Trinity, so it's the mind, body, soul, connecting to that, or Father, God, Holy Spirit. So that's why we say things 3 things, not so that it's just one area, but it covers all areas.
Beautiful. Thank you, Carly. Beautiful. Yes, and this is an interactive service. So if you have things to add or say, please do. I invite it. Okay? So the other intention, I am doing the best I can. How many times have we not felt that about ourselves? We start slamming ourselves, shaming ourselves, kicking ourselves. But what if you knew that everybody else walking the face of this earth was doing the best they could with what they had at the time? What if we all had that consciousness?
We would be more loving towards each other and understanding and compassionate.
Of ourselves too.
Yes. Exactly, exactly. So this is something that you want to plant this seed. These are seeds I'm talking about, okay? Planting these seeds of affirming what is your truth. This is truth, universal truth. So how do we go about making these changes in our life? Well, we all know this, holistic healing, path to whole self wellness. And what does that include? It includes our bodies. Okay, what are you doing with your physical being today, especially in this time where we're compromised with all this out here? You know, that's why we've created these groups, you know, to do our yoga and our qigong and meditation, you know, to keep our body, you know, to the best of its ability, and to keep that energy moving through our bodies and our qigong. Yes.
It'd be nice too once it starts to cool off more so fall time, because I'm ready to get a group out back there just to
Yes.
ground, and Mother Earth is where it's out in nature, it's
Yes.
just so freeing. So that's great that you guys have that and that we're able to enjoy it. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
it's really good. Fall nights, that's where it's at. Get your hot cocoa, let's talk and tell some stories.
Exactly. So,
Dancing on the trees.
yeah, so I mean, and that not only does that affect your body, it affects your mental state, your spiritual state. And she talks about how it doesn't matter where you start. Like some people think, well, I gotta take care of the physical first and the mental, then the spiritual comes. No, you start anywhere you're guided to start. You each are a unique being. What works for one does not work for everyone. That's why you have this power within you of knowing, this great wisdom when you connect to it that guides you. Don't listen to what other people are telling you to do. You know what to do when you listen and when you go within. You don't need other people's opinions to guide you through your life, because what they're guided to do will be different, because you are unique. You are an individualized expression of Source. And so we have to come to that wisdom of knowing that. So this is the time to make some of these changes. What in your life isn't working for you that you know is not of your highest good, with your physical, your mental, and your spiritual. And coming here and doing these things will help all of these areas. So pay attention to those. So, building solid relationships for lasting success. Now, I want you to look at this word success. What do you think when you see the word success? Huh?
He said suck.
Okay. First of all, there's no failures. There's no mistakes. You're all successes. Every last one of you are a success. You're here. You're a light. You are light. So you're all successes. When we look out here and we start, that's judging. When you think someone's failed, when you think someone's missed the mark, right? Made a mistake, not doing what you think they should do, right? There's no failure. And there is an order, everything going on. There's an order to it, divine order. Do you believe in divine order?
Yes.
You know, I hear people say, I believe in divine order, but then they question what's going on. Well, this can't be a divine order, what's going on with the virus and everything. Well, if you believe in divine order, then what makes you think that's not in divine order? Huh? Well, apparently you don't believe in divine order if you think there's something wrong with what's going on. Because there is an order, and we don't know the big picture. We don't know the players in this game, what it all is about. That's why we stay right here, and we radiate out from here that love and that light to others. That's all we gotta do. But we got some stuff to release, right? And we're always going to have things that are going to come up that we're going to continue to release. So every relationship with whatever's going on in your world is a success. If it doesn't look good, then it's an opportunity for you to change it. Right? Yes. So, what we're gonna do now is some of the things that came up for you. Hopefully you wrote those down. If you have nothing to release, then you don't need to worry about releasing anything. But if some things came up to you, if you felt hesitation or resistance whenever you were saying these things, whenever you were looking in the mirror, then I invite you at this time to come up and just light it, your paper in the light of source here, and then just put it in the water. Whoa, I just stuck that in the water.
Oh.
Well, because I had bifocals on, it didn't look like it was there yet. Okay. So we'll take this time to be still and to release for those who need to do so.
Am I gonna light my other little thing too?
Excuse me?
Am I gonna?
Not now. So right now we're pulling our weeds out of our garden. Boy, that wanted to go, didn't it? You're gonna burn your whole book?
I'm on fire.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, goodness. I'm ready.
Hey, Dinky. I got a lavender candle now. Lavender soy candle. And taking this action is also a form of your willingness, that I'm willing to take this action step. Look at Janice, hers went up so fast, that boy, that one was ready. Okay, so now you've made room in yourselves, right? So you have this space that now you've created. So we're gonna go on further here before we get to affirming. So I am open to receive infinite blessings from the universe. The other thing is that we have to be open and receptive to receive what is for our highest good. She uses in her book, opening your hands. Just take, this is the action things that we do, that just say, I am open and ready to receive. And you just,
Ready to
receive. Yes, how does that feel when you say that?
Amazing.
It just allows yourself to open up and know that everything good is blessing you and coming to you. These are these action steps. These are these movements in our body and our energy that help us to facilitate this change. Okay? Okay, so I have these little books that always come to me from Unity. I just love them. And in this, we're going to do some visioning work today. Visioning is so helpful in when we want to start new beginnings and make some changes. So we're going to do a very, very intense meditation today. It's about 15 minutes long. That's going to help you to learn how to vision. And it takes our imagination. Using that power, that's one of Unity's 12 powers, is the power of imagination. Create when you envision. Use a taste and colors and textures and, really get into it. And then set that intention of what you are wanting to create. So you want to first focus on what you'd like to experience or create. Again, we ask, how will having this make me feel? If you can, just feel how it would feel. Like for me, a new car. How would I feel if I had a new car? And then experience that feeling within your being, because the law of vibration says that if we experience that vibration, then we come into resonance with the vibration of the car, right? So you want to feel what it would feel like to already have it right here, right now, okay? And that helps with that frequency. We're going to get comfortable now. We're going to center ourselves in the mind and the body. And then when you have your random thoughts wander in, just sweep them away, it says in the book. Just sweep them away. I like an illustration of a river, and they're just flowing down the river as my thoughts come in. Some people like clouds. Whatever works for you. And then we always end with gratitude. We begin in gratitude and we end in gratitude. So we're going to do this meditation. I invite you. This is a very deep meditation, so let's get very comfortable in our seats. Let's allow the universe to support you in your chair. Put your feet flat on the floor and connect yourself in the Trinity with Mother Earth through your tailbone and your feet. We connect to the crystal core of Mother Earth. We open our crown chakra up to receive from Source. Enjoy the meditation.